How fast is it going? 104 kilometers an hour right now. And it's just bringing all the workers back because there was no work. But I think once the harvest begins, again, I don't know how this works. I'm learning how farming works in this game. 97%. Okay, we got it. We'll talk about one last topic here, just because we got a bit of time, and a fake job. So this report just came in, and stock trading is a fake job and contributes nothing to the economy, and it actually harms the economy because it effectively takes money out of public circulation and puts it into private equity, and therefore forces either increases on taxation, or it forces printing of new money to operate um, the rest of society. So our fake job of the day is um, basically stock trading. So I know there's licensed brokers that do this stuff too, and I think that's why you have licensed brokers, because I don't think it was ever intended as a system for everyone to be doing. It was kind of a system to manage capital a little bit better, that a few people, like really only a few people, are required to do this. And as with all fake jobs, AI can do like a lot of the decision making nowadays too. So we don't need as many stockbrokers as we used to. And uh, furthermore, um, well, there's another point to that. I'm getting too distracted by all this stuff around the game and whatnot. But um, in addition to having a few too many in the market, um, yeah, it takes the money out of the system, and it doesn't generate anything. It doesn't produce anything. So I think that a central planner, like a group of central planners allocating funds for the purpose of maximizing efficiency of the society itself. Again, economics is efficiency times scale, right? And if you were to replace stockbrokers with, money managers that reallocate funds, but again, they shouldn't have direct control of it. It should be the resource planners that dictate to the stock traders how it goes. Because in a way, that's what how it does work, right? All a stockbroker does is react to what's going on in the real economy, not the fictitious financial one. And again, finance isn't a real economic thing. It's it's crystallized time, right? That's what money is. So um, yeah, one of the ways the U.S. could avoid going off the fiscal cliff is to basically make illegal stock trading and all this idea of private investment and the idea of taking money out of the system for private use. It's out of hand. You can only have well, the U.S. has way too much of it, and some of it's even going to start going internationally too. So this is a real security threat because a lot of investors in stock now are going to be foreign actors that are going to be, sweeping up deals on the, mismanaged U.S. economy. So they'll buy it cheap, then they'll reorganize, and in long story short, U.S. culture is done with. So if you want to avoid that, you would, like many other fake jobs discussed on this show, you would want to strongly discourage stock trading, individuals and stockbrokers. Again, there are some managing account balances in conjunction with material costs and labor costs directly, but I'd say 90% of the industry, uh, 90% of the people involved in it probably should be laid off because again they're uh, because they don't produce anything of utility for society, like real utility, not artificial. Like, I could say, I could put a construction sign, on my road saying, yeah, there's construction on my road here. But if you pay me enough money, I'll offer you the utility of using the road, right? um, that's kind of how stock, like a lot of these fake jobs work, that they claim to offer utility but they don't, because it's artificially generated utility. They cause one problem and then offer you a solution that to the problem they caused. um, but yeah, definitely I'll say even as high as 90% of all stock traders and stockbrokers and the general idea of Wall Street, like maybe keep Wall Street, maybe a couple of other major markets, but all the rest needs to be trimmed massively, because these people, some of them make a lot of money too for effectively having no, like zero economic benefit to society. Zero, literally zero. They command a salary to move money around, a net zero. They take money from one person and give it to another person and give it a portion to themselves, but produce nothing out of it. All they did is move it around, made this person richer and this person poorer. And they always go, well, I never thought about the people I was ripping off. I just assumed they were okay with that. But yeah, no, that the stockbrokers is stock traders, like professional and amateur alike, is it's a waste of human capital. Like you could be doing something productive uh, if it wasn't if you weren't incentivized to be doing it. So end all incentives for this. And I think the U.S., if you're going to avoid going off the fiscal cliff, I think that's another key cog that needs fixing.